Our hope is not just for us here tonight, it is for everyone across the planet. We want to finish the fight. We may not know how long this will take, but we see the advances the American Cancer Society helps bring with groundbreaking research. We see the lives that are being saved, and we join together in saying that there is no finish line until a cure is found for all.
All right, how long have you been coming to Relay?
This is our first time.
First time? All right. How long have you been coming to Relay?
This is our first year.
First year.
My first year as well.
I've been coming to Relay since I was a freshman, so 4 years.
I participated in Beta since I was in 8th grade, so that makes it, this is my 4th time.
I think I've been to Relay probably 3 or 4 times.
My grandpa passed away from cancer, and so every year I come back to remember him and help the other people that are fighting cancer.
My favorite Relay moment was at 3 in the morning at our last Relay last year, and I had a bubble wand, so I'm spinning with the bubble wand. Austin Sahusky has taken the bubble stuff and put it all over his hands, and he's going around trying to catch the bubbles. And I don't know, I was like that, and then a whole bunch of us are just kind of like spinning, like trying to pop the bubbles. And it was really weird, and it wouldn't have happened at any other time period, but it kind of just like felt like family, and I'm like, this is never gonna happen again.
Every Relay I've been to, there's this little ceremony where, you know, we all line up on the track, and they take out the bagpipes and they play this song called Amazing Grace. You know, they shut down all the lights, and you know, every time it's just really heartwarming to like walk around the track, listen to them play the song, and usually they have like light up like luminaria, which is like, you know, these like lights that they put around, and usually they spell out a word that represents, you know, what Relay is about and what they believe in, which is usually hope. So it's really touching.
I think my favorite Relay moment was when Miss Yarbrough, our Beta sponsor, came and we walked the Survivor lap together. It was really emotional because she's fighting breast cancer right now, and she's one of my closest friends and teachers.
So I don't have cancer, but the Beta sponsor, Miss Yarbrough, has cancer. My grandma had cancer. My grandpa had cancer. I have very little doubt that most of my friends in the future will probably die something cancer related because it's horrible. And I'm gonna know a lot of people that are gonna die of cancer. And so having Relay and having a way to say, I know you might be coming, but I can still fight you, is kind of uplifting. To know that there's a way for me to actually make a difference in a lot of lives.
Okay, Marion Halliday. I have non-small cell lung cancer, stage 4. I've had it for 7 years. Let's see, it started in my right lung, and I found out, do you want to know how I found out and all? All right, I was working, and I didn't feel like I was sick, but I felt like I had difficulty exhaling, you know? And then it got more painful. I suddenly was in a lot of pain. There was a physician's assistant that was available. She sent me for an x-ray, and it showed 15 to 20 nodules on my right lung. And she was quite, I mean, it was just horrifying, you know, when I first found out. And then the next day, right away, I went to a oncologist that they recommended. And I thought it's always good to go with a good attitude. So I, you know, went with a good attitude with my husband, and, you know, just out of the blue, the doctor said, well, you're lucky if you've got a year to live. And I just said, oh my gosh. He says it's spread to your brain. It already spread to your left lung. So, you know, we can start you on chemo, and that would keep you sustained for maybe, you know, a little less than a year.
Yeah, it's hard to understand, you know, what these people go through when they have cancer. Most of them, you know, they're probably told that they have a deadline to usually, like, you know, when they're gonna like pass away. And you know, none of us really have that experience, but I think what we can all learn is that even if we may not have like a month or a year or like 5 years to live. I think the way that these people, treasure every single moment, I think that's something that we can all learn from and try to follow their example.
With the Relay for Life, we did that. And I think that's an excellent organization. That's excellent because they give to all different cancers.
So this is the Luminaria, and essentially what it is I buy a bag, and during the Luminaria ceremony, they'll put candles inside all the bags, and they'll glow, and you walk by, and it's kind of like a way to remember the loved one that you've lost. So this is for my grandpa. He died of blood cancer when I was in 5th grade, and so it's decorated for him so that people can walk by and see my loss, but also kind of remember who they've lost as well.
Yeah, it really has gotten a lot bigger these past couple of years. The number of people that Relay has touched has certainly grown. More schools participate, more companies, local companies, even the big ones like, we have Northside Hospital over here, we have UPS too. It's just really great to see all these, wonderful companies support.
The first time I came, there were 30 people, and this year we have over 100. So more people started showing up because they knew it was for a good cause.
It was smaller, a lot smaller. Even with the last 2 years, it's really grown, especially at Cambridge. And I think that just gets the word out and kids understand that it's a really fun event to come to.
Through a lot of prayer, things got better, and then later it had spread to my my spine in several places. So I went through radiation, and that was pretty intense. But meanwhile, the main focus was family and my daughter Christina, which I think went through a rough time through this, and my family. They were always very, very supportive.
Relay is a longer period of time, but it's more of a community event. So it's asking people to come together to celebrate life and end death, while kind of just having a lot of fun, which is different than a lot of other things.
I've been cancer-free since January 31st, I guess, so yeah, 4 months. My husband and my daughter wanted to have a party. Actually, my daughter wanted to go away, maybe to an island, back to Aruba or something. That's what I wanted to do also, but my husband wanted to have a big party. So that's what we did. Any family and close friends were invited.
I think that's what it means to me, is that, all these people are, they're treasuring every single moment they have left to live, so why aren't we?